What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review. He is Speak Easy. I am Spencer Axler. We got Chris Platty, and we have the esteemed Matt Broder on the ones and twos.
Hello, gentlemen.
So we're going to take full advantage of this. As you know, we're going to take full advantage of you, Broder. You're going to be a star, baby.
Can't say no.
All right, so, as you know, Matt Broder is the beat reporter for the Detroit Lions for Woodward Sports. So you've been down there a lot. You've been doing a lot of different things. What's the biggest surprise for you so far in training camp?
I think it's how well the rookies have been playing. I know we've talked about Jack Campbell a lot, Brian Branch a lot, Jameer Gibbs, Broderick Martin. We haven't seen as much about Colby Sorsdale and Antoine Green, obviously Hendon Hooker. It's been impressive seeing how they've acclimated to the NFL. And then it's the defense. For whatever reason, there haven't been a ton of full offensive takeaways for me, but seeing how that defense has come together around their rebuilt secondary, you see how it affects the young linebacker crew, and then the sort of, other than Aiden Hutchinson, there may not be stars on that defensive line, but having this secondary has helped them dramatically. So I've seen those guys out there, seeing the fire that C.J. Gardner-Johnson plays with and brings to the team. I just rattled off a couple for you, but those are some of the first things that come to my mind from watching them on that practice field.
I love it.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Yesterday we're trying to pinpoint what is the biggest concern. I don't want to say weakness, but concern, because as Dan Campbell says, everybody has holes, and Detroit Lions aren't null and void from that. I thought it was a secondary. I know there's a lot of makeup about the offensive line, but I feel like you have 5 great starters. If one goes down, as we saw last year, you're still able to function as a top 5 unit in the league, as the Detroit Lions offensive line was widely considered. I'm not so much concerned about that. I'm more concerned about the secondary. Is how you feeling about the depth, or not even, forget that. What is your biggest concern?
Well, let's go back to secondary after.
Okay.
I think the offensive line depth shouldn't be completely overlooked. You're right. We got 7 strong players, but the real value of that offensive, what we want to see the Lions go to the next level, win a playoff game, maybe make it to the NFC Championship game, Super Bowl. We need those 5 starters together, healthy, playing well, and then allowing them to have Graham Glasgow or Jermaine Ifedi come off the bench. That's where the value is versus a Glasgow starting at center, starting at guard. So I don't want to say it's nothing. Those 7 guys are really damn good, but until this last, you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say, think about last year though.
True.
A couple times we were missing. Big V was gone.
True.
They still functioned as a top 5 unit.
Right, and I'm not saying they still can't, but they're not going to win the NFC without that core group of 5 playing together. I don't believe, because they're going to ground and pound. They're going to work David Montgomery, Jameer Gibbs in that backfield. And although I've been so defensive, I've been so in support of the wide receiver room and the depth that they have, even though when Jameson's out, it may not blow you away, Marvin Jones and Josh Reynolds. I do love those guys. The problem now is if Amon-Ra St. Brown gets hurt. I think you can manage if some of those other guys miss a game or 2 or 3, but if Amon-Ra goes down, that offense, the entire offense, takes a massive hit. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do, whether it's in the free agent market, making a trade, or which of these young guns, Dylan Drummond, Chase Cota, which of these guys are going to take that last roster spot. Throw them in the chat.
Yeah. We're punishing Chris in the chat.
Sorry, the audio.
So that is what I wanted to ask you with the wide receiver situation. Is that what you think the avenue is? Is just a hope that a Chase Cota or a Dylan Drummond is a guy or would you like to see them go out there and get somebody that can be a dude for you?
I'd like to see him go out and get somebody. I don't think they're going to, unless. I don't know. I don't think they're going to. What kind of confuses me, they just signed Jason Moore from the Chargers on a 1-year deal. I don't necessarily know why they went after a guy like him. I don't know a ton about him, but it doesn't seem like he's much better than some of these undrafted rookies, some of these younger guys playing. So I don't know. You want to see who becomes available in the next couple weeks. But then again, you're like, this is the time where Jameson's out, so you kind of want you want that guy now.
You kind of want that guy now for sure.
So your biggest concern is the wide receiver position? I'm not mad at.
Yeah, I think so, and it's odd because I'm not that concerned, but I think it would be there.
Yeah. What?
You're having sleep for dinner.
You're having sleep for dinner.
That was funny.
I will say, look for a big year out of Khalif Raymond. I think they're going to feed him in the first 6 games. In a lot of situations where J-Mo will be playing.
Yeah, some people just don't think he's that important to our offense. So.
I think he's
what would you say to somebody who doesn't think Khalif Raymond is that important to our offense?
I'd say you're wrong, brother. Or sister. Khalif Raymond,
Nice.
He's so versatile. He can do so many different things. He's important.
He's extremely important. I agree.
False.
You don't like him?
No, I like him. I just the important thing I think is like being stretched a little bit.
Well, how so?
So last year he was our 2 years in a row. He's been the second leading receiver for the team.
Weird.
2021. Who else was there to throw to? You know what I'm saying? A little
Facts.
bit. Last year, he had a good year, but I don't think he was like a definitive part of the offense. You know what I'm saying? I think obviously the couple games where DJ Chark missed, Amon-Ra missed a couple too with his ankle situation. By the way, actually, speaking of wide receivers and injuries, can we get an update on him?
DJ?
Yeah, Amon-Ra.
Oh, Amon-Ra, he's fine.
Yeah.
He was out. He didn't really practice yesterday. It was just a walkthrough day, and he wasn't doing much. But he was on the field. Like the last 15 minutes, they were running through some offensive, actually walking through some offensive plays. So he was out on the field. I don't think they're worried about him at all.
Beautiful. What about, do you have any updates on Emmanuel Mosley? I heard he was out there walking around with trainers and doing things like that.
Yeah, I don't have any official update from any coach or player or training staff who's told me, but I did see him out on the field, and he looked pretty good.
Yeah.
He was doing some backpedaling drills. There was a coach running routes with him, so he was probably going 70%. But for whatever reason, I had this he just had surgery. I was picturing him much farther behind. I didn't think he would be moving as quick as he was. I don't think he's playing. They haven't ruled him out for game 1 yet. I don't think he's playing. My guess is he misses the first 4 games.
Yeah.
But to see him out there moving like that was encouraging.
Keeping with the defense, but who would be your bet to start next to Ali McNeil?
I don't know, but there's someone at this network who might be able to help.
There is. And that man is the one and only. You know him. You love him as Booner. Like a phoenix from the ashes, Woodward Bets has returned. There's one man at Woodward to go to if you need your lock on college game day, if you just need to take the under on the Bears on Sunday, or if you just want to know how many glizzies Joey Chestnut is going to house this year. And that man is Booner of Woodward Bets. Have no fear. Booner is locking in all football season to bring you the best picks only at Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Saturdays at 11 a.m. and Sundays at 11:30 a.m. It premieres September 2nd. So make sure you lock in with Booner and Woodward Bets. But honestly though, Broder, who would be your pick if you had to choose one that you think is going to start next to Ali McNeil in the interior defensive line?
Wow. I think it's going to be Isaiah Bucks.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the starter. I think we're going to see a lot of Pascal playing in there. Like Broderick Martin's going to come in, he's going to stuff up the middle next to Aleem, but Pascal's going to be moved all around, defensive tackle, defensive end, and even a little bit of that same linebacker spot. But I think Bugs is your guy, and I'm expecting a big year out of him.
I expect a very good year out of Bugs. I mean, we saw what he could do last year.
Yeah.
In a limited time, and he really provided something for the team that they didn't have. Who do you think? I know there's a lot to choose from now with the emergence of Brian Branch in training camp, with what we have in Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, and Jack Campbell. If you had to pick one rookie who you think is going to be the most impactful this season for the Lions, who would it be, and why is it Kobe Sorsdale?
That was good.
Thank
that
you.
Offensive line depth. You know, I'm going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
And you could make a case for any of them. Like Brian Branch is going to play a ton, and he's going to be huge. I just think we've got a strong secondary. I think we got some solid safeties. So it wasn't like we needed him, but he is outperforming. Jack Campbell, I think he's going to be a star, and I think he's going to play a lot. If not from game 1, within the first 4 weeks, he's going to take over that starting spot and run with it. Laporta's going to be big too, but I think the dynamic that Jahmyr Gibbs can bring, especially in these first 6 games with J-Mo out, having him out of the backfield in the slot, wherever you want him on the offense, I think that weapon, his ability to open up the offense, it is going to make life easier for Goff and St. Brown and everybody else. So I just think he's going to be important. He's going to be in the running for offensive rookie of the year.
I love it. I love it. And I love to hear, that these guys are in there working. They're in there working hard and they're trying to get better.